There was excitement, trepidation, fear.
I mean, there were horror stories going around in the country about people stockpiling canned food and that because there was going to be a civil war.
I didn't know what to expect outside. In 1994, I was working for a port as a news photographer, and I had to do everything. We were briefed to go to all the places and go see where there's queues and things like that, and where the celeb goes and vote, and like Busak and de Klerk and some of the other people. There was a few lines, as you can see on the photos, there's a few lines at some places. Otherwise, we were all jolly and making jokes and whatever. People were said in the lines, I'm going to get a stove. Somebody promised us if we vote we're going to get a stove or a fridge and things like that. But I don't know if that was true. But that's why the people was happy to go vote, because they were expecting things.
Very euphoric for us, hearing all the stories coming through and those long queues that we will always remember.
I'd spent about 2 weeks organising with the traffic report at 702 to take a trip in a helicopter, and we were up in the air. It was almost like this chaos on the ground that was going on, and I'm talking about the chaos in the news industry because everybody in the world was waiting for these elections for I don't know how many years. We flew over Soweto, we flew over Katlehong, Thokoza, where there were a lot of political clashes prior. The queues stretched for kilometers, some of them. And the amazing thing about it, the queues were orderly as well. It was like there was only one race in South Africa on that day.
I made my cross or two, and as I stepped out into the night air, the stars were shining bright. And it wasn't a moment of jubilation, it was a moment of peace. I did this, I've accomplished this. Now I'm finally a South African citizen.
After the first term of the voting, everything was fine, but after that, things didn't go right. The 94 excitement is gone.
There were a lot more hopeful thoughts that the country was going to be the best country in the whole world. History dictates otherwise.
And it's disillusionment, and it's scary. And we need to work on that. However, after 22 years and everything that has happened in the past 22 years, I'm not disillusioned. I'm marching on, girl, on the 3rd of August to vote, because this is my right. People died for it. And after 22 years, I can honestly say, from myself and for myself, we're way better off than 22 years ago. The next 22 years might be even harder than now. A liberation struggle has never been easy.